birth a child. Listen, do you know how to give foot massages?
It's 1994. Tupac gets out of the hospital against the doctor's orders and goes to Jasmine Guy's apartment. She was the only friend that his enemies didn't know about, so it was the perfect place to lay low and recuperate. Meanwhile, Jasmine Guy grew closer to Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur. After this incident, Guy practically became a member of the Shakur family, and it all started with Dexter Isaac. Dexter Isaac was a hitman hired by a hip-hop manager to shoot and mug Tupac on the night of November 30th, 1994. Jimmy Roseman, also known as Henchman, paid Isaac $2,500 and promised to give him everything he could steal from the rapper, except for one thing: Shakur's ring. Henchman wanted the ring for himself. The incident took place in front of Quad Studios in Manhattan at night. Isaac shot Shakur 5 times and mugged the rapper after he fell to the ground. Immediately, Tupac was rushed to the hospital and doctors ordered him to stay in the intensive care unit. However, Shakur was still receiving life threats. While at the hospital, realizing he wouldn't be safe there, he decided to go to Jasmine Guy's place. When Guy arrived at the hospital, she was welcomed as a family member, and Tupac told her about the plan to leave against doctor's orders. Her apartment served as a safe and unknown location, so Shakur used it as his hiding place. Jasmine Guy recalls, "I had an apartment and it was a good hiding place because people didn't even know that we were friends." Afeni was very vulnerable when we first met because the whole family was in trauma, with Tupac being shot.
I had an apartment and it was a good hiding place because people didn't even know we were friends.
And if you're wondering why Guy, such a close friend of Shakur's, and how they met, we'll have to go back to the day of a different world. Born in Boston on March 10, 1962, and raised in Atlanta, Jasmine Guy was in love with the arts. From the age of 12, Guy says she was very focused to be in the Alley Company since she was 12 years old. She went to the Northside Performing Arts High School and at the age of 17 decided she would become an Alvin Alley dancer and joined the Alvin Alley American Dance Center in New York City. After moving to New York, dancing was her life. Late on, fate had a different plan for her. Guy appeared in a few movies and TV shows from the age of 20 until 28, but she still didn't get a breakthrough role. That happened when she caught the eye of Bill Cosby. She got through the auditions and landed the role as Whitley Gilbert Wayne on A Different World, where she stayed for all 6 seasons. We'll talk about the season 1 drama that happened on the set, but first, let's talk about how she met Tupac. As A Different World was becoming more and more popular, Tupac decided to appear in a few episodes of the last season in 1993. Tupac talked to Jasmine on the set, and the two hit it off. After that, they became really close friends. Very few people knew about their relationship, and less than 1 year after their first encounter, Guy was hiding Shakur in her apartment after a nearly fatal shooting. And to think, if Jasmine left the show in season 1 as she planned, her friendship with Shakur would have never happened. During Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith, Jasmine Guy opened up about the drama that ensued during the first season of the show.
I was like, I don't want to be in this anymore.
After Cosby cut Lisa Bonet, the actress for whose character the spinoff was made, Jasmine Guy felt a great injustice had been done to a friend and a co-star.
Lisa Bonet is disrespected in front of the audience.
You see, Lisa Bonet, also known as Denise Huxtable, was supposed to be the lead in A Different World, but when she refused to comply with Cosby's strict rules, shot a sex scene in a movie, and later became pregnant in real life, Bill was furious. Denise was cut from the show, and everyone felt the tension on set. Jasmine Guy couldn't take it anymore and decided to quit. When she walked into the office to give the producers her 2-week notice, you see, they told her that she couldn't quit.
I gave my 2-week notice during the first season.
The contract obliged her to stay with the show for 6 whole years. So in a way, she was forced to suffer the injustice done to Lisa Bonet and Sinbad on A Different World. Guy openly told the producers when asked if she herself experienced injustice on the set. "If it happens to her, it happens to me." But the contract doesn't care about any of that. Thankfully, Guy remained on the show and got to meet Shakur, who later became one of the most influential people in her life. Jasmine appeared in Shakur's music video for the song Temptations, and they collaborated often. She was so close to the family that she wrote a biographical book about Afeni Shakur, Evolution of a Revolutionary, and published it in 2004. After A Different World ended in 1993, Jasmine Guy appeared in numerous shows and movies. Some of her most popular shows include Cats Don't Dance, Madeline, The Law of Enclosures, and Stephen King's movie adaptation of Carrie. On the TV show front, she appeared as Dr. Jessica Bryce in the 3rd season of Living Single, had a reoccurring role in the biographical documentary series Intimate Portrait, and she also portrayed Roxy Harvey in Dead Like Me. While remaining laser focused on her career, Jasmine Guy found true love. She and Terrence Duckett were married in 1998. 1 year later, Jasmine gave birth to her only daughter, Imani.
And then the little baby came along.
Yes,
I think
Imani.
Because Jasmine Guy likes to keep her private life actually private, she never talked to the media about her marriage or her child. We found out about them when she divorced her husband in 2008. Unlike the marriage, the divorce was public, and despite the media attention, Jasmine Guy remained very professional. Paul Gendreau, Jasmine's representative, came out and said Jasmine would like to say that there is no villain in this scenario and that she is ending her marriage due to irreconcilable differences. Jasmine would also like to thank everyone who wishes her and her family well and ask that the press and public allow her and her husband to work through what is a very difficult time. During the divorce, Jasmine was worried about her daughter. She wasn't sure 9-year-old Imani would be safe because of the tough financial situation, so in the divorce, she asked for custody of Imani and demanded spousal support. Her situation was so dire that Guy listed her 2006 Lexus GX 470, jewelry, clothes, pots, pans, piano, and even a microwave as her separate property. Jasmine opened up about the tough situation she was flung into during a segment on the Tamron Hall show. The actress was in tears recounting the difficult and uncertain times she and her daughter went through in 2008, especially during an impending financial crisis.
It's hard to go back there and remember how painful it was.
Thankfully, she was surrounded by so much love and support from her family and friends that they got through this difficult time quickly. After the divorce, Jasmine returned to her acting career. She appeared in popular movies like True Love and Dead Like Me. Some of her most popular TV show roles include Sheila Bennett on The Vampire Diaries, Madeline in If Loving You Is Wrong, Erica in Casey Undercover, as well as 2 other recurring roles on popular shows like Superstition and The Quad. On March 10, 2023, Jasmine Guy celebrated her 61st birthday. Despite her age, she is still active and present on the scene. Thanks to the numerous roles we mentioned earlier, Guy has amassed $4 million in personal net worth. Not being one to give up, she can still be seen as part of the recurring cast on shows like Harlem, which has been picked up for a 3rd season in 2023. So, guess we'll be seeing more of Patricia in the next season. She has also played Gemma Larson, a recurring character on Grey's Anatomy. On the movie scene, her latest popular movie role was Mrs. Brooks, a character in Scary Movie 5. The rest of them have been either small budget or short films like Open, A Wesley Christmas, or The Ladymakers. To tell you the truth, we still can't believe Jasmine Guy is 61 years old. She looks 40 at most. She is a lady with class that has kept her head high through every trial and tribulation. If you'd like to take a trip down memory lane and find out more about Black celebrities and their lives, subscribe to our channel.